As a teenager, I used to go into North Frederick Street, the store there. They had the drum room downstairs, and you could play the drums. They had all these little separate booths you could try the drums out. Only place in Dublin you could do it. And they had a really cool piano room. I used to go in and play around there all the time. To the level that I'd annoy the staff and they'd kick me out, but then I'd be back in the following week. I seen an ad in the paper. I had just finished college doing audio engineering, and my mum was seeing that in the paper and told me to get my lazy backside off the couch and go apply. So I did, and I went in for an interview with Connor Long. He was a director at the time, and got on great. And next thing I got a phone call and I'm in George Street. I'm the keyboard guy. Oh, I have lots. When I was working in George Street, you get to meet an awful lot of famous people. So I got to do cool things like bring equipment out to a festival where I met the chap from Faithless, Maxi Jazz. And then every time they come into Dublin, he'd drop into the shop and he'd buy a crazy looking guitar, whatever the weirdest looking guitar on the wall was, and give me free passes for whatever gig they were going to. I got to meet Bono, The Edge. I'm a good mate of Dallas, their guitar technician. So I got to meet a lot of really cool people and yeah, crazy stories with lots of famous heads. Yeah, so it's great. I remember we had a studio that we were remastering some of the original tapes from the Waltons show. And I was teaching in the school at the time as well as working in the shop. So I had access to the studio, and Connor, the engineer, was working on it, and I'd be in helping him, etc. And just listen to some of the old recordings. And one of them actually was the Dublin Saunter, and you couldn't get it anywhere. And Connor allowed me to put it onto a cassette and bring it. My grandfather was ill at the time. And my one memory of him being in hospital before he passed away was listening to that on the headphones. And Waltons made that possible because that had a connection for him. The whole Noel Purcell Dublin Saunter was something that was important to my grandfather from his youth. So it was little moments like that, you know, that's kind of cool. Happy anniversary to Waltons Music, 100 years. Here's the next 100.